You know, I'm seeing a lot of different sides to these protests of deportation. I spent my whole life signed on a dotted line to be a lifer for the United States military. Um, I mean, 1997, my first active job was to infiltrate Saeed Abdul Mafar's terrorist cell to find out. I did it through his nephew. I had to get close to his nephew in '97, who went to my school. Uh, Rookie year, when I was first activated to do asset work and counterterrorism shit, terror cell infiltrations, terrorist response and tactics. I mean, a lot of these infantry guys, a few of them I'm seeing, yes, a lot of them are right. They're not the enemy. In all actuality, a lot of these protesters are not really the enemy, but they're taking it way too far. And I'm tagging in a dude. It's a Marine that's I just started recently following, who's been going on with military men. I served with Robert O'Neill and Danny Parsons. If you don't know who Danny Parsons is, fictional character Jack Reacher was literally based off of him. The fictional character that was based off of me caused Jack Reacher to have PTSD back in '98. And because I actually caused Danny Parsons a real heavy PTSD, because 1998 was not my best year. I mean, I had a kid with Constant Simone Radford, who took the picture of Osama bin Laden before my childhood friend, whose grandparents grew up a block behind me. His grandfather served with mine in Normandy, 181st Airborne Easy Company. Because me and him were part of the same SEAL team, terrorist response tactics, strategical defense, for God knows how many years. His father was the original person in charge of our company, and then me and Robert took over. Yeah, I infiltrated the terrorist cell that planned 9/11 in 1997 on my rookie year in the field. It woke me up. No, it woke me up. Watching somebody I know get gunned down with a military issue AK-47 right in front of me woke my ass up. I later went on to testing Secret Service, job issued by Dick Cheney in Wayne, Michigan. Dick Cheney was the first who walked up to me and told me he had a job for me and wanted me to test the Secret Service and see how close I could get, because Dick Cheney read my record, my top secret military record. I mean, my shit's highly classified, like extremely highly classified. And Dick Cheney read it at the debate in Wayne when George W. Bush in '03, right after September 11th, had happened. Asked me if I had any weapons on me, and he knew I could escape handcuffs, and he wanted to see how well I would hold up against Secret Service. And he told me, I was like, yes, sir, Vice President Dick Cheney, I do. I had left my throwing knife in my mom's car. I came here with my mom, and my throwing knife is actually in my mom's car. Why? He's like, well, I want you to go get it. He's like, he looked at me, he's like, 606, I want you to go get it. And I want you to test Secret Service. So I did. And I was like, you want me to reevaluate it too? He's like, yeah, I actually do. I heard you were like one of the best in infiltrating cells and infiltrating security details. I want you to test this because I want to make sure no one can get close to the president with any kind of weapon from here on out. I said, all right. I went out to the car. I got my fucking throwing knife, put it on me. Went and put my fucking tech vest on. And I stood right outside the fucking door, right next to Secret Service. And when George W. Bush came out, I did what Dick Cheney asked. I pulled the knife. I showed it to him. I waved it around like a fucking madman. And disappeared on fucking Secret Service for like 3 days. And then third day, rendezvoused back up with presidential limousine with Dick Cheney and George W. Bush and reevaluated the Secret Service. That was actually my second job I was given by the United States government. And that one was given to me by Vice President Dick Cheney himself in 2003. I later went on and moved to Tennessee, and I had no choice but to go down to Sevierville, Tennessee. I had a job to do there. I had to stay there for a few years, keep a cover. I had to go there like 3 years prior before the mission I was getting set to do. I moved down in 2005, so actually 2 years. And before I know it, I got to come up on, cover a family emergency and link up with my team, with Constance Simone Radford, my abducted daughter's mother in 98. Then I caused Danny Parsons, Mr. Jack Reacher himself, PTSD, because I'm actually the real Frank Moses. Yeah. Bruce Willis's character in the movie Red was literally based off my entire career, and Jack Reacher was based off of Danny Parsons. And I gave Jack Reacher PTSD practically because his real name's Danny Parsons. Good man. I couldn't have ever in my life served with a better man than Danny Parsons. As a Navy SEAL, as anything, working with him in, JAG affiliation and military investigations for like several years. I can't speak bad about Danny Parsons at all. Ever. The man was one of the best Navy SEALs to ever walk the earth. So, but I'm rambling on about my career. But no, I did a lot of shit. In 2007, I had to stop the Greyhound terrorist attack on the Greyhound buses with SEAL Team 3 and my ex, Constance Simone. Robert stayed his view, him and his father. His father was still in charge, and Robert was second, and I was third. And, it was a fucking mess because no one knew we were flying the way we were flying to do this. No one knew we were actually just posing as normal civilians, but really we weren't. We were a terrorist response and tactical team that was just spread out all over the country trying to save 6 buses, and we only saved 5 that day because Constance was dating somebody else after me, and the guy didn't know she was working for the 606 Easy. The guy didn't know she was strategic defense, and the job. Some people, you can't tell them shit of what you do. And Constance was on the wrong bus. She was supposed to be on the bus for New York, and she wasn't there. And she knew when I walked in because I picked up my duffel bag and my backpack as high as I could as soon as I seen her arguing with her boyfriend, and dropped them where everybody in the bus station heard them hit the floor. And I'm sitting there with my cowboy hat, my trench coat, and I just walk up. I'm like, the fuck you doing here, Connie? Blondie, Connie, what the fuck you doing here, Constance? And her boyfriend's like, who the fuck's this? How the fuck does he know your name? I was like, you're supposed to be on bus 418 in New York. The fuck? Who the fuck is this? She's like, Frank, hun, sir, this is my new boyfriend. I was like, well, fuck. He's not supposed to be here. She's like, I know. Let me guess. The cover I gave you fucked it up. Yeah. I don't have any family in New York, and you know that. I was like, yeah. I didn't anticipate him. And that's when, I started really getting more detailed into information of planning missions. So after March 31st into June 1st, we lost that bus. I really took it to heart because it was kind of my fault. I gave everybody the fucking cover on the team. Family emergency. Constance, she was from Garden City. I'm from Westland, Michigan. She's from Garden City, Michigan. And she was on the wrong bus. Her boyfriend knew she didn't have family in New York. And I did not anticipate her having a boyfriend like that at the time. So I started getting more ahead of my plans. So after that incident, when it came down to it, and I sat on the sidelines for a while, come to find out, I want to get Osama bin Laden out of play. And right then and there, right before I come up with a plan to get Osama bin Laden for SEAL Team 6 and 606 Easy Company to handle it, fucking someone tied to the sexual abuse on Nickelodeon sent me a link to nothing but fucking child porn of all the child stars being sexually abused on Nickelodeon. So I'm like, this is fucked. Dude, this motherfucker does not know what he just dropped in my lap. He doesn't even know what he just dropped and who he just dropped in the lap of. He just literally dropped a link to child pornography out of Hollywood of child stars off of Nickelodeon, Disney, and shit like that in a strategical defense agent's lap. This guy's a fucking dumb fuck, right? Like, literally dumb fuck. Because I was joking with Miranda. I met Miranda Cosgrove in 2009 as, like a meet and greet. Because I told her, my son and my adopted daughter, Mackenzie, we liked watching the show. Yeah. And I'm looking at her friend. I'm checking out her friend. Her friend's name's Jeanette. I was like, weird. Never gave a middle name. Never fucking gave a middle name on her account, on Jeanette's account. So I didn't know her middle name was Michelle Faye, which was mine and Constance's daughter's full fucking name, practically. Jeanette Michelle Faye Jameson. And her nickname, we both agreed on her nickname being Summer Rain, even though the day, she was born and we found out about her, it was raining. Well, it wasn't raining. Constance always will correct me on that. She's like, it wasn't raining, Frank. It was a drizzle. But, Summer Drizzle didn't sound like a good nickname, so we just went with Summer Rain. And she was abducted in 98 by a woman named Deborah. We didn't know her last name. She just walked up to me and Constance. And Constance didn't know I was working for Navy SEAL teams. And I was terrorist response tactics. I was literally infiltrating Sarah's cells. It was just 1 year after my rookie job, my rookie day, infiltrating Saeed Abdul Mafar's cell to uncover 9/11, that our daughter was abducted in the summer of '98. Jeanette was actually conceived in '97, and in, beginning of summer of '98, she was born. So when all that came out, and I fucking found the link to it all, when it was dropped in my lap by the script writer of iCarly and Drake and Josh, and he was connected to Dan Schneider. I was awestruck, and so I go down to Westland, and I go in the Westland recruiting office. I go right into the Army office, and I give my credential number and my last job of '07, and next thing you know, I got Marine Corps and Navy recruiters coming in there, and I start pitching a plan to go get Osama bin Laden, and wanted to make it up the ranks to President Obama did. And before I know it, I'm now putting a plan to go get Osama bin Laden in 2000 together for my strategical defense team with Navy SEALs. Before I know it, I'm literally awestruck. And now I got Obama showing up at my house out in St. Clair County. And he wants to hear the plan from me personally. And I pitched it. And at the same time, I started talking about the link that was dropped in my lap. And I was like, after this, I want to open an investigation on Diddy Combs, Dan Schneider. And I have reason to believe that I did some background checking on the guy that created the link. And his name's Lawrence Albert Connor. I found out he's a radar operator, and he's been working for Raytheon Military Logistics Company. And I think he's connected to all this. And something tells me this guy's like trading government, our military secrets to foreign diplomats. Because I'm seeing that he has connections to foreign diplomats here. And I think he's trading shit. So Obama says, okay, how do you want to handle that? I was like, well, after all this, and right when I go undercover, this radar operator starts interacting with me. Within the final year, I think we should send in Homeland, have Homeland Security and FBI go kick in Puff Daddy's door when people start talking about shit on Dan Schneider, because they're both connected. The link fucking literally showed it. I gave him the CD of the link, and he viewed it. And he's like, wow. And then 2012 is when I found out Jeanette's full name and her nickname. And her mom's supposed name was Deborah. And I looked at the picture of Deborah. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm looking at Jeanette. I'm looking at the picture of Deborah. And I'm like, well, fuck me running. My little girl just found me. My 4-month-old abducted daughter found me. Literally found me. So I got my whole SEAL team there, sentencing day of 2012. My fuck up. With Obama there. And next thing you know, I looked at Robert, and I was like, somebody go give me a fucking bottle of Jameson's. I need a fucking drink. I'm like, why? I was like, because that's my fucking daughter right there. That's my fucking abducted daughter, Robert. Get me a fucking bottle of fucking Jameson's. I need a drink. Get a hold of fucking Constance. Get a hold of my chipmunk. That's our daughter. That's her daughter, Robert. That's her fucking daughter. Hands down. Too many fucking coincidences to be a coincidence. And apparently this is going to be a very long video. It's going to have to go on YouTube. So I'm going to have to make another video for certain people. And yeah, my 4-month-old daughter found me. And I didn't even know it. She found me. So, 2012, I looked at Connie. I was just like, yeah, Constance, I gotta go undercover. So, no, I gotta go undercover. We cannot let anybody know until the tail end of this investigation is done. And we verge of getting Connor, the traitor. Yeah. So now we're getting close to bringing his ass in. We're getting close to ending a 20-year investigation that we've been working on for fucking damn near 20 years. The day I planned Osama bin Laden's death for Obama. And now here it is. Sam Puckett, Jeanette McCurdy, is really Jeanette Michelle Faye Jameson. And she's not 32. She was not born in 1992. She was born in 1998. And she's mine. And Constance's daughter. Jeanette Michelle Faye McCurdy is really Jeanette Michelle Faye Jameson. And her real mother and father handled, in a way, had a hand. Both of us actually had a hand in taking out Osama bin Laden. I planned the mission. She took the picture of Osama. My childhood friend Robert O'Neill put the bullet between his eyes. My recruit everybody knows is that I call Blade Jones, put the bullet in his leg. And I wasn't on a chopper with SEAL Team 6 because I had another side op. I had to go help Flint FBI profile the Flint stabber up in Flint that was killing people with an Iranian Special Forces Signia knife. His fifth victim wasn't killed in his normal pattern, walk up, put the hand over the mouth, and slice the throat. His fifth victim, because he stepped on a stick, he lunged that Special Forces Iranian military knife in an upward jab into his lung. And, yeah. I profiled it, played bait, and got him. So, it's over. Flint stabber was caught. And, shit happened. As far as I'm concerned, it's over. So Connor is literally committing treason, planning to kidnap the governor, Whitmer, behind most of the child pornography of Dan Schneider, Diddy Combs. That's a fucking fiasco. So, it's over. No, it's fucking over. So, yeah. Y'all have a good one.